Good morning. So it's a little past 6 o'clock now. Bruce and I left camp at about 5:30 to just go out and listen and try and find something before it gets too hot this morning. Bruce was going to go follow up on the island female around the Emsegwen breakfast spot from last night, and I was just sitting by the river not too far from main camp just having a listen. Bruce, on his way down to where the island female was last seen, has come across a pack of Cape hunting dogs. So I'm going to go up there and join. We're en route at the moment, and hopefully we get some action with these Cape hunting dogs this morning. Stay tuned.
Right, so it's currently 5 minutes to 6. It's a lovely morning, and I've been doing some early morning drives before everybody else gets up, and on my way to go and look for the island female who we saw last night, stumbled across this pack of Cape hunting dogs, and they've been incredibly playful the whole morning. They're just chasing each other around the road. There's clearly one that's got a bit more intention than the others as far as getting some food is concerned, but they've been running like crazy around the roads here, up and down the termite mounds, chasing each other. Yeah, just sort of really showing their social side and playful side. So yeah, I'm going to try and stick with them, which is usually easier said than done. Yeah, getting the morning business done, and try and see. Looks like they are quite hungry. Maybe they might hunt. It's the perfect time to catch them. These early mornings when it's nice and cool, and they're not going to burn up too much energy regulating their heat as well while they're running. So it's a great opportunity for them. They've caught something. Sounds like they've caught a scrub here. They're busy chasing it. There goes the hare. There goes the dogs. Shame that poor hare. Like they say, much of a chance of these dogs about. I think it might have been the hare's lucky day. Quite thick bush, and I'm going to chase them in there just yet. I can't actually hear if they've caught that hare. Alright, so we've managed to relocate them. It appears they have caught something. Unfortunately, these dogs eat so quickly that it's very difficult to tell what. I would bet there's a potential that it's the scrub hare that we saw them chasing a few minutes ago, but there's any likelihood that they could have flushed something else out while they were running through the bushes we saw earlier. That's a great technique of theirs, to flush prey out and grab it as they're going along. So looking at the leg in this one now, it's quite a long leg, so I presume they've actually flushed out a duiker, little grey duiker there, and caught it. But it's been, I lost sight of them for all of about 4 or 5 minutes, and in that time, this is what's left of that, a little bit of skin and one leg really. I can hear somebody chewing on maybe another leg somewhere into the bushes over there. But yeah, if you are such an efficient hunter, you obviously attract a lot of attention from other larger predators who tend to scavenge from your kills, i.e. hyenas and also lions. These dogs are at a great risk when they make a kill, and especially if vultures see the kill and they start descending in the area. Any lions that would be around here within maybe a 3 or 4 kilometer radius that saw those vultures would probably come running straight here. and inevitably would kill one of the dogs in the process of stealing the food. Which is one of the also main reasons why the puppies get killed when they start hunting, because they're not as see there's the head of an antelope of some sort, and that one's now. Anyway, the pups aren't as streetwise as the adults, and they're usually the first ones to get picked off by the lions and hyenas and whatnot. There's a hyena here. There we go. There's 2 hyenas. Amazing how quickly this all plays out. So those hyenas aren't going to get much. They, as I said, the dogs have pretty much cleaned up everything here. Just reading in one of the other ranges, but yeah. So this one's got the head of this little Daker. Looks like it is a grey Daker. I won't zoom in too much because of all the violence. But yeah, those hyenas are still milling around. It's actually quite amazing, despite the sort of one-on-one disadvantage a wild dog would have versus a hyena. Now I was talking earlier about their incredible social behaviour and the fact that they are so social, they stick together in a time like this, and can potentially ward off a few hyenas. Not many, I'd say probably the maximum in this case, in a pack of 7 wild dogs like this. I'd say maybe 3 hyenas is at the most, but they stick together, and they'll chase off those hyenas and try and keep their kills. Like I say, it'll be a very, very different story against lions. This wild dog is just not giving up this head for anything. So it's you can get an idea of the size difference. It's really not a good idea to be hanging on to a small head of a duiker. When if you had to surrender it to these guys, they could at least distract them for a bit. But I think it's a bit of a game for them now. At least for this one on the left. You see these 2 hyenas have been surrounded here. They're giving them a bit of a hard time. Every now and then I get one dog gets brave and gives a hyena a bit of a nip on the backside. It's not exactly the safest behaviour on the behalf of the wild dogs, but you know, they personally I wouldn't have stuck around for the remaining head of a duiker, but you know, each to their own. But it does make for great viewing at least. Ja.
Yeah. The dog's on the move. You leave them.
You know, did you follow up on the monkeys?
No, move my glasses.
Did you just go park on the causeway?
My pre-game drive briefing.
Alright Nick, so you just pulled off what we call a mad toller. Tell me what you saw.
Well, as we were following lion tracks on the road, the tracks did go off the road, and I just happened to catch something that looked like the top of the line right on the edge of the bank of the river. We obviously stopped close to investigation. We saw initially just one female lion, but there could potentially still be more. We'll see once we get a bit closer. Just push up here.